Welcome to Conspiracy Corner, the podcast where we explore some of the most mind-bending, intriguing, and controversial conspiracy theories out there. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about conspiracies of all time, the Illuminati and the New World Order. You've probably heard the name Illuminati thrown around in pop culture, in music, movies, and social media, but what exactly is it? Is there really a secret society pulling the strings behind world events, or is this all just a product of overactive imaginations? Let's find out. To understand the Illuminati conspiracy, we first need to go back in time to the late 18th century. The Illuminati was originally founded in 1776 in Bavaria, Germany, by a man named Adam Weishaupt. The goal of the group was to promote Enlightenment ideals like secularism, reason, and equality, opposing the religious and political establishment of the time. The Illuminati sought to influence society through education, advancing rationalism, and supporting scientific thought over superstition. However, the group only lasted about a decade before it was suppressed by the Bavarian government in 1785. And by the end of the 18th century, the Illuminati was effectively disbanded. But this is where the conspiracy begins. Some theorists claim that the Illuminati didn't just vanish, they went underground, continuing to operate secretly, manipulating world events and controlling global power from the shadows. Fast forward to the 20th century, and the idea of a new world order emerges. This term is often used to describe the idea that a small, elite group often associated with the Illuminati wants to create a one-world government, with a single authority controlling all aspects of life. It's a vision of totalitarian control where individual freedoms are suppressed in favor of a centralized global power structure. According to conspiracy theorists, the Illuminati is the group behind the creation of this new world order, and they have infiltrated every corner of society to achieve their goals. Let's break down the key elements of the Illuminati and New World Order theory. First, the Illuminati are said to consist of a hidden cabal of powerful figures, world leaders, business magnates, celebrities, and influential figures in various sectors of society. This includes figures like politicians, bankers, and media moguls. They are believed to work in secret, coordinating events to push society toward a global government that consolidates power in the hands of a few. One of the most persistent elements of this theory is that the Illuminati control key global institutions. The theory suggests that they are the puppet masters behind major organizations like the United Nations, the World Bank, and the World Health Organization. They're said to use these organizations to manipulate world events and push through policies that benefit their hidden agenda, global domination. Now, you might be wondering, how does the Illuminati carry out their plans without anyone noticing? Well, some theorists argue that they do this through symbols, secret messages, and covert actions. One of the most famous symbols associated with the Illuminati is the all-seeing eye, often depicted on the back of the US dollar bill. This symbol, which represents a higher power watching over everything, is often cited as proof that the Illuminati are actively controlling world events. Another major symbol tied to the Illuminati is the pyramid. The unfinished pyramid seen on the US dollar is said to represent the incomplete state of the world, with the Illuminati at the top, silently directing the course of history. Conspiracy theorists also point to the use of certain symbols in pop culture like the triangle symbol used by musicians, fashion designers, and other celebrities as evidence that the Illuminati is in control of the entertainment industry. Popular artists like Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Lady Gaga have been accused of being part of the Illuminati, using these symbols in their music videos and performances to communicate with the chosen few who are in the know. The Illuminati theory also extends to the idea of population control and the manipulation of global events. Some claim that the Illuminati orchestrated historical events such as wars, economic crises, and pandemics to create chaos and instability, allowing them to take greater control. For instance, theorists argue that events like the 9/11 attacks were orchestrated by powerful elites as a way to push for a more controlled world, justifying mass surveillance, military intervention, and the erosion of personal freedoms. While these ideas sound outlandish to many, the truth is, the theory of the Illuminati and the New World Order taps into deeper fears about power, control, and secrecy. It plays on the idea that powerful elites are manipulating global events for their own benefit, and that the average person has no say in how the world is run. It also taps into the age-old fear of secret societies and hidden cabals controlling society from the shadows. Now, let's talk about some of the arguments against the Illuminati conspiracy. Critics argue that this theory oversimplifies the complexities of world politics and economics. While it's true that there are powerful elites and influential institutions, the idea that they're all working together to form a single global government is highly speculative. Many historians and political analysts point out that world events are shaped by a multitude of factors, including geopolitics, economics, and cultural shifts, not just by a single shadowy organization. Another argument against the Illuminati theory is that it relies heavily on a mistrust of authority and a misunderstanding of how power works. While corruption and abuse of power are real issues, most experts agree that global politics are driven by a complex web of competing interests, not by a secret group of elites. In fact, many of the symbols attributed to the Illuminati, like the all-seeing eye, have been misinterpreted or taken out of context. So, what's the verdict? Is the Illuminati real, and are they working toward a new world order? Well, the evidence for this theory is largely circumstantial and speculative. While there are undoubtedly powerful elites who have influence over global events, the idea of a secret society pulling all the strings behind the scenes remains a matter of belief rather than proven fact. Still, the theory endures because it taps into our fears of losing control over our lives and our future. That's it for today's episode of Conspiracy Corner. Thanks for tuning in and joining us on this deep dive into the Illuminati and the New World Order. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends.